And hello to everybody. Welcome, good evening. Lovely to see you. I'm Nobbers, and I am casting a match tonight. Casting a couple of matches tonight, to be truthful. Excuse me. Look, this one is one I was asked to do last weekend if I had the opportunity to do it, and I said, yes, sure, absolutely. Trying to fit it into the schedule, of course. Just changing some details on the stream, actually, because I just realised I've got that wrong. So welcome to Sunday evening, where we have, as you can see on the screen in front of us, a whole bunch of TFK on that right-hand side and NRD and EMU Warm veterans on the left-hand side. And they're having what I believe is a 35 versus 35 API rules, no restrictions warfare game. And they're just sorting numbers out now as I've started the stream. And of course, we are on a 15-minute delay tonight. So yeah, look, it's just how I have to set this up because of some, we've got to protect the community, protect the game, protect the integrity of the match itself. So that's what this is all about. And probably could get our little background music going there, couldn't we? Just keep that running in the background there, so we've got a little bit of background noise instead of just me heavy breathing into a microphone. Lovely to see you all. This is live plus 15, as I said, so I'm not pre-recording this one. This is, straight into it, but there'll be a 15 minutes delay. And you can see or hear that stuff's going on there. Now, I don't know how this setup actually works. So as we look around here, it's I'm not sure if the map's going to reset or not. Someone's got a Luke's in their board. That's what that is. Yeah, they'll be up here. Let's go and have a look. See what they're up to while we're just having a chat. So how are you anyway? I hope you're all well. It's good to be casting tonight. So of course, as I said before, it's a busy night for me. That Luke's is going to drive me nuts. That's what that's going to do. So we'll just drop that sound down a little bit, shall we? So what's occurring is that I'm doing this stream and I'm doing it with a live plus 15, and then I'm going to quickly refresh my drink or whatever, and I'm going straight into a recording of the HCA match tonight that I'm doing. So I'm recording that one because I will live cast it after I do the recording tonight. And the reason for that is because I've got the kids going to bed at this time of night. Well, not this time of night, but by the time that match is coming on. And I'm sure I want to be able to live with the missus instead of pissing her off by yelling at the top of my lungs at the screen while you all enjoy that. I don't believe that her or the children enjoy it. So anyway, look, I'm hoping that sound is okay from that Luke's. We do have specific sound requirements for the HCA streams. You've got to try and match what their needs are, pretty much. You can see over here, maybe there's some dinner I haven't eaten yet. It's one of those nights where I've been frantically running around all day doing whatever it is I need to do. But I managed to get the suit out again. Folks love the fact that I wear a suit. They're surprised to see me in the suit. To be honest with you, this suit doesn't get any use anymore because I generally tend to wear my uniform all the time. But maybe 5 or 10 years ago, I wore it a little bit. But I much prefer to wear uniform than this, to be honest. So the old shirts get rolled out with the old ties. We're wearing the pink power tie or mauve, whatever colour it is. Oh. Anyway, I'm just going to get a bit of an idea here. Have a look and see who we've got, shall we? So what we might do is we might just pop across. Let's get rid of that. So I might just pop across to that main screen right now and have a bit of a look-see, shall we? So these are the folks that we've got on the two teams, and they're not set up yet in any way. You can see there's a whole string of them on the left-hand side there that's still prepping for the match. So we'll get to see those guys in squads. But I'm going to guess this map's going to roll, and I'll be on the allied side by the time it rolls. So I'll try and get those markers up the top of the screen set once we get into battle. I've had a lot of technical troubles again because I can never get through a whole week without some technical troubles. This time around, so I've got Windows on an M2 drive, and it's a clone of the original SSD, which was still plugged in the computer, but not really doing anything. The M2 version of Windows decided to shit itself this week on Wednesday, And so I had to scramble to get anything working again properly. I had to roll across to my other SSD, which of course then means that I'll lose a bunch of stuff. And OBS wasn't working properly for Friday night. Fucking nightmare, it really was. And but I managed to get it running now. I've got all the sound working and stuff, but I'm going to have to do a full Windows reinstall, I think. So that will happen early next week. But I wanted to get through the weekend streaming because otherwise people miss out on their matches and stuff like that. So I didn't want to do that. Anyway, let's talk about the people that we've got here in front of us. Now we're here, we're good. Now, I have been watching most of these folks, except Carrie Bickmore. Fuck is Carrie Bickmore? I've been watching most of these folks for a very long time in Hell Let Loose. Some may say stalking, that's fair. We'll probably just go across the warm-up screen, actually. Some may say stalking, but that's possibly fair and true in some cases. Let's get away from the Lukes. But here we are with a lot of old names here that I've known for a very long time. And I've watched Friday Night Fights, and I've watched in the BPL, I've watched all over the place. You know, Ringo Snaz, I run Flint straight up, those four right there. You know, Flint helped me out with the BFI that I ran and things like this. They're great guys, all of these guys. Moose, I've seen around a fair bit. Guerdon, of course, I've seen around for a very, very long time. Actually, Guerdon and I have known each other for a lot longer than Loose. So there you go. Rabbit, always out there throwing a grenade at something. FedEx, Scotty, and whoever Carrie Bickmore is. That's made my night. Well done. Pancake, Slim, X, who changed his name to save me, I believe. That's the story we're going by. Safarax, another well-known name. Wormald, known Wormald for ages. Spawny, of course. Viper, Magical Arab, one of the great leaders in the EMU War Veterans world. We see Arab doing all sorts of cool stuff, and he's helped me out a bit in the past too, so great to see him out and about. Fish, Hoogs, Black Moon, good little squad there actually. That's going to be a lethal little squad. And then down the bottom here, Thix I've seen around a bit, and Cinnamon Buns certainly. A couple of these guys, I know the names, but not that well, some of them. Whipping across to the TFK side, of course. Now TFK were kind of new, I guess, in the community I was involved in as of March sort of this year. So I started to get to know TFK as of this year, and there's some great guys in there. There really are. Mr. Chu, of course, is one of the able leaders of that particular group, and I talk to Mr. Chu all the time. And he's the one that hits me up for these matches, actually. We communicate and we try and jump on where we can, a bunch of us. Trauma Stew, Blue Rose Jelly, we're all trying to support the community as much as we can. We only do it for the community, folks. I hope you do understand that. There's no gain in it for us here, except for that the community gets better and we get into competition stuff and have opportunities that I really want us to be able to get into over the next 12 months. I might talk about that if I get time tonight. There's Bob. Everyone wondered where Bob was the other night. Well, here he is right here, folks. And he's not me. That's not me. That's a good chat on Friday Night Fight about that. A few names here. Ora, I've seen quite a bit. Ora's a very good player. So watch that. Blaze, I've seen him a bit. Knight, always playing in the Friday Night Fights that I've seen. So Knight's a pretty good player. Prawn Hub and Chowie, I've seen them around tonight. Anthony had a pretty good match the other night, actually, on Friday night. I watched Anthony quite closely. He's playing pretty well. Sorry if there's any ladies in here as well. I don't know who's male and female. There are a few lady players in this game, which is great to see. Josh, I've seen around for a while. I haven't seen him for a while, but Josh is pretty good players as well. And yeah, there's a few good names in there that I definitely know, and we'll be watching out for some of those ones that I've mentioned. So, what we're doing right now is we are chilling, and I'm guessing we're chilling for a map roll, and we're chilling for players to log in. So you can see up the top there, it's 36 versus 34 at the moment. So they're probably just waiting for the last couple. Mr. Chu's talking to me in Discord on the side here, and he said 35v35 confirmed. So that would be what happened just then. There we go. We've got our 35v35 now. Looks like everybody's on the right team. So I reckon there's a 4 million % chance that we are going to start this match very shortly. And it'll be a map roll, I guess. And I think they're playing on this map. I think we're actually playing on Hurtgen tonight. So it'll be a different spawn point, of course. But Hurtgen's a good map. What can we talk about? We could probably do a little bit of zoomy, couldn't we? So let's get over. Whoops, let's do that a little bit better than that. Let's get over here to the middle of the map first, and we'll just do a bit of a zoom up the top, up from the bottom to the top, through the guts here, and have a look. I've got all of this done as preload footage, by the way, but I haven't got it plugged into OBS at the moment. because OBS and the Windows problem that I had. So if we just place ourselves north, for anyone wondering how I do the camera work, this is it, literally right here. I get myself on a particular bearing, and then I give myself a point of observation on the horizon. I get myself down nice and low, and we get ourselves at a particular speed, and there'll be this speed. There we go, map rolling, so we're going in 30 seconds. But you can see, if you look very closely at this area of the map, this is where the big fight's going to be at the start, and it is about Overwatch. Certainly, we might have to go a little bit faster here, because both sides have a hill. There's that big hill on the left there. You can see left screen, 9 o'clock position on screen. I'll tell you about why I call it 9 o'clock at the moment. And, you know, lots of low down stuff here, but I'll quickly whip up. And then, of course, at the top area here is that lovely little city area that we fight over all the time. Tank traps, all sorts of things. So this is going to be pretty cool. Let's go across to the, Streamlabs doesn't work at the moment, so I actually don't get to do what I want to do there. I will make up an armor squad. I will lock that. I will get myself down on the map. We're fighting over Siegfried. All right, so we were literally just on Siegfried looking. And the two next points up are Carl Trail and Jacob's Barn, which means that, you know, the feeder lines will sort of come in from that area. Here we go. Bye, everybody. Off and there. Let's whip up to Siegfried and have a quick look at that. And a close look at that. So welcome. I think we're on the NRD server. Maybe. I just probably need to check that. Am I? Is that what it said? That's the TFK2, Task Force Koala 2 server. All right, who's our commander tonight? It's Bredis. NRD's Bredis. And I am on the NRD team, NRD Emu War Veterans team. I was going to grab a point of view from Mr. Tube. We didn't get around to sorting that out for reasons. And that's, you know, that's how it works sometimes. So you should hopefully get enough good visibility out of my camera for tonight. I will be down in amongst the action a little bit more than normal. I will not just stay in this panoramic aerial kind of view sort of thing. I will work down low. So the API rules, we will watch and see how that plays out as to how it actually works. But let's have a look right now what the map's going to offer us up. You can see Carl Trail and Jacob's Barn. So the feeder lines straight away are going to be diagonally into the point from those two areas. This area here of the map is going to be one of the most critical to control. That is going to be what everybody's going to be fighting over for a fair portion. And of course, we tend to see a lot of fights here and a lot of troops coming in down this way as well. Feeder position out from the forest to the southwest of Siegfried. Let's have a quick look. That's this area down here I'm looking at right now. So it's good to get a garrison up down there. Down in there, you see center of screen right now. That's where we'll see probably a garrison from the right-hand side. So the right-hand side are the Axis. The left-hand side are the Allies. I will need to change that iconography at the top of the screen. Let me do that right now. It's going to be a poor man's technical shift. All right, boom, down across you go. Allies, boom, across you go. And we'll put it about there, and we'll put the Axis one up there. And we'll just see how that works out once we get the map back up. And good. We'll probably bring it in a bit, can't we? So I don't have any of this set up at the moment because I've had to revert. So I apologise that it looks a bit dodged the way I'm doing this, but I'm sure we'll survive my technical journey. All right, that'll do us for now. So Allies are going to be the left, the blue players. The Axis are going to be the right, the orange-red players. So we talk about that forest there in front of us. We talk about this forest down here in front of us. We talk about the stuff below me right now, which is, of course, down this bottom sector here. And, of course, look at that. Garrison's going to be coming down that bottom corner straight away. But down this bottom sector here, and why do I point this out? This forest gets fought over all the time. And you can see, look how easy it is to approach towards the secret line, 150 metres that way, approach all of this hill area without actually going line of sight. So I tend to use this area quite frequently to push up, and you can. There's plenty of rocks there you can dive behind as well if some prick comes up to the top of the hill there and tries to shoot at you. Great map for fighting. I love the fighting on this map. That's what we're looking for. We want to see some of that cool fighting. Now, we've got the match started already. We can see a truck way up north there. Flint going to put a garrison or something way up north there, of course. Snazzy moving in here. He's starting that early setup on Carl Trail. There's Carrie Big Paw and the crew running in there. What are they driving in? That's a medium tank, I'm guessing, and a truck coming as well, supply truck coming in from the commander. A lot of troops going up north. That's quite a few, actually, but here's the rain coming south as well. Looking over to this side here where we don't actually get to see them on the map, of course, but we can see a truckload of trouble coming in there and a Puma coming in as well. There's another truck, supply truck. They're getting onto the point pretty quick. Early artillery dropping over there. Magical Arab just has to be careful as he comes across the creek there. But the guys are already in the point. Wow, that was a pretty quick move. Pretty quick move there. But we know they get a pretty straight shoot up this road here, whereas these guys have to sort of bend and twist to get up. So blue were always going to get in there quicker. The yellows are always going to get in quicker. But orange, the Axis, have thrown in a lot more troops straight early. And we've got Blaze already coming down south there. He's, of course, a spotter squad. There's a nice kill on that truck. Don't know who did that. I think that was Frosty on the hill there. There's a rocket there. There's another rocket going over. That's a speculator. Oh, he's picked up Snazzy. What a shot! What a shot! I wonder how many he picked up. What a great... That was Wayno, I think. That's the rocket of the decade. Great match. Holy hell. PG is free. G'day, mate. Good to see you in chat 15 minutes ago. Of course, delayed. And it's a great night of matches. What a shot! Oh, that is a perler. And that's put real pressure on the blue guys now. The allies are now pushing into the point here, but of course they're getting chopped up. Let's get in and have a look at that action. Great kills coming in from Sticker and Blitz there. Bomb Tilt's trying to push in. Wormel, they're fighting with Anthony. Blue are in real trouble here. They're going to lose this point. You can see the cap's falling pretty early now. There's the artillery, that pre-position artillery that was dropping in. It's not really picking anything up. They don't need to when they've got AT guys like bloody Wayner. Holy shitbags, that was a shot. I think it was him. I can't confirm that 100%, but wow. Love, absolute love. I'm going to clip that shit and use that. That was just such a good shot. We've got some more stuff coming in down here now. I can hear a truck somewhere down below. No, that's the Puma. Oh, righto. So what's going on here now, of course, is that the Axis are pushing right up into that early area there, Carl Trail. And Torren and Gordon are about to be suitably surprised by a Puma pushing up fast. Lots up north still, as I said before. So early control up north is being looked for from the blue team, from the allied team, and they are taking that now. They're taking the north area pretty well, but look at the cap already falling on the next point. And that'll be that Puma full of trouble. I wonder how many people are actually in that Puma. There's 3, and that's Springner, Reddy, Fishy, and Dan. They're pushing through now. They're not going to be able to cap that, I don't reckon, because probably a couple are coming back in from the allies. And, of course, you can see there there's a garrison on the point, which might have been Snazzy was slapping up before. So they're seeing that they're getting capped here. I wonder how many they're going to throw back here. Wormel's calling for reinforcements back on the point, no doubt. And we'll see a little spawn wave come in wherever that garrison is. Just trying to find it now. It's just off to my left. There we go. So, oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So you watch it. The point will start to turn back the other way. There's only a Puma. We got Winslow coming across there. The garrison, that early garrison that we saw down here in the bottom right corner of the screen. So as we're pushing down towards Siegfried line as well. So this is bottom southwest of Siegfried. There it is on that blue zone area. And this pushed through the south of the map again, of course. But these guys were early enough on it. Commander Knight there with his squad and a little bit of recon support as well. Blaze and White coming in there. And, no, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Blaze. So they've covered that pretty well, and they're shutting that down now. I hope the NRD team haven't pulled back too many people onto that point. They've got 3 on artillery, though. I can see that straight away. So, but look at the defence here from TFK. Absolutely just thrown everybody. I think there's even a kitchen sink in there with a rifle. They've thrown everybody at the defence at the moment. And I don't see NRD Emu Warvets pushing up that hill anytime easily too soon. So artillery now dropping in the forest. Just if you weren't pissed off enough with getting shot as you come in from the hill area, you've got fucking artillery raining on your parade down there. And we always know that there's going to be a garrison in there. Here's a supply drop around the back. That's Brad setting up an extra garrison, a backup garrison. Nice little artillery setup here. We got Hoogs, Black Moon, and Brigadier Fish. Okay, so that's probably how that little squad worked. If we go across the screen and look, yeah, that's an artillery squad. So George squad's an artillery squad. They'll all be communicating there. I'd probably put as 3 squad leaders if you had that luxury, because then you could put an OP out every direction from the artillery to spot when the enemy infantry come in, if that's allowed. If not, you could at least have your OPs forward, so if you needed to switch from defense to attack in that way, you could do that as well. I get what they're trying to do there with the squad on artillery, but I'd prefer to see it as squad leaders if you have the luxury. Remember, there is a cap on the number of squad leaders you can have. So here's that defensive line. Now, they threw a couple more back than they needed to, but I think that was probably early pressure. They've just gone, fuck, we better just consolidate here a little bit. And you can see that push that went into the northern sector here has been completely ripped apart and removed because they've pulled everybody either back or down to that south attack. So well done TFK on that early attack. That's really set them up for success. We'll go over and have a quick look at what's going on with the artillery on the TFK side. And I can see, well, straight away there's three. Well, maybe there's a set of rules around this, because that's exactly the same setup on artillery. One engineer, one support guy, one squad leader. I'd be interested from the comments in chat, if anyone happens to know what the API rules specifically are, let me know, guys. Let me know, because I haven't looked that up. Have not looked that up. I'm still so madly impressed by that rocket attack, though. That was fucking great rocket that took out that truck. And whoever was coming down the hill, I can't remember now. There's Bob, everyone. Bob's in there. He's a real person. All right, let's sweep back around here. You can see it's a bit of trade up and down the hill. Let's get down behind the blue four that are trying to push up there. Lots of machine guns there. So Snazzy and Forex are pushing machine gun rounds up the hill. Look how they're using that ground to try and protect their body. So he's got the Overwatch fire going up there. It is slowing down that push down the hill. Quite a bit of noise coming in there. I hope the sound is okay. Again, let me know the feedback in chat, because I lost all my settings, so I'm just making sure that the in-game sound is not overdoing my voice at all. Certainly looks like it's not, but you know, it's a bit different for what I hear in my headset. Now, this is where the machine gun needs to be coming in. Again, Winks has now been put down. Forex is going for the full spray and pray here. Okay, Viper, I don't know what Viper's doing. It's been interesting. They are trimming him down. Wormhole's doing well there on the left side. Loving that work from Wormhole. He's pushed up into that bunker. We'll get away from that machine gun. And a bit of a flank now. Bombtill trying with the old submachine gun to try and put some rounds in on Nukel, who's really dug in behind that tree. But look at that force coming in down the hill now, and that's going to be problems for Wormhole and Bombtill again. They've got a bit of work ahead of them here. Smoke grenades coming down the hill, or is that Wormhole pushing up? Nice kill finally from Bombtill. Great work there. There's that machine gun fire, suppressing the top of the hill pretty well. Those guys have sort of had to slow down up there, and that's the work of having a machine gun on the ground. And now we've got either tank rounds or artillery dropping in up on that hill. So good work, good combined arms here, but good combined arms from the orange team as well as they push down rounds down south. Did they all just die? That's a great piece of work there from the TFK guy. Correction, from the EMU War Vets and NRD. Oh, this is quite a good attack here. You can see the artillery trying to take out the infantry as it comes in across the field, but they've got under the guns now and they've pushed up the hill, and a lovely little push into that middle area as well. And that's what's happened here, is that the NRD EMU War Vets have done that broad flanking push across a couple of grid squares there, and they've done it pretty well, and they've done it with combined arms, and that's allowed them now to start to take the point. Although, having said that, the contest is back on from TFK's perspective, because they've got a spawn wave up top there. Bombing run going up north there, I can see. Not sure whose bombing run that is. Oh, that's an NRD EMU War Vet, so they've obviously seen some sort of massive threat up there. And, oh, lovely kills there from Guy. Well done. He's picked off one, and he's got another one to take out. But it's pretty tight here at the moment. There's only a couple of people in it. Prawnhub's in there throwing in his support as well as the commander of the TFK guys tonight. So, okay, there you go. So that's not a bad little defensive run there. They've thrown a few more bodies back. And remember, it's only 35v35, so we're not going to see great wads of troops at any given point in time. Good defense here on the point, but look at those guys sweeping around the top there. That's a nice move from Blitzkrieg and Destroy. And John Zeta up the top there as a spotter in their recon group, rather. So he'll be pushing in now and trying to flank around the back there. You can see it. And he'll do it pretty well in amongst these trees. But Mr. Hyde's in a bit of trouble there with Hell Destroyer and Blitzkrieg on top of him. Oh, no, he's not. He's like, fuck you, you shall not pass. And that's the end of him. Well done, Mr. Hyde. Took out the squad leader, wondering if there's a garrison or an OP down in that area. I'm going to go back and check that in a minute. But we'll get back down to where the other action's happening. Well done, Mr. Hyde. That was a good little defensive play there from him. But they'll be sweeping through the forest up north now to try and clear out whatever else is going on. So NRD and your War Vets at least holding the point pretty well. Right, pause for drink, they say. As we watch a little bit of the play here, the War Vets and the NRD guys are really finding it tough running up that hill there. Nukel dodges an artillery round successfully. Well done, Nukel. Oh, and another one too. Those artillery rounds are landing too close together there. You'd want that to be... Oh, no, it's moving a little bit, so that's not too bad. But you'd want, with 3 on the gun... Oh, I don't know what that is, but it's some sort of tank or anti-tank. tank by the sounds of that. That's a nice little tank position over here. Oh, it's a Panzer 4, and he's got Overwatch, but he's picked a really interesting position. I don't tend to have any success in this area here. The reason I say that is because look how exposed... Well, let's go over here. Let's go over here and have a look. Look how exposed he is to pretty much everything. It's a solo tanker, okay. And now he's marked, but he's exposed to everything, and he can't get out of there real easy. So he can drive down the hill, of course, and bolt. But if he tries to reverse, it's going to take him ages to actually reverse to anywhere where he's got an effective cover. Because the cover that he'd be looking for is... Oh, shit, too fast. Sorry about that. Is here, and it'll take him ages to get up there. He's not... Yeah, too exposed, if I say. Why wouldn't you... kind of just here? That would have been perfect. Because then at least your flank's reasonably protected from that way. And you can get Overwatch on that whole area. Look, where he's shooting is onto the point. This is where I'd be. Oh, look at that. Rockets coming in now from miles away. They can take all day as far as they can see. Oh, he's absolutely fucked. Dan is completely toast. That's a nice little rocket there from a distance as well. Winks is now going to pop one in, and let's see. There he goes. So absolutely overexposed there from Dan. I think he gets it if he's watching this in a minute. Winks as well with the kill on the infantry that tried to clear him out. Bob's coming in though. Bob's a big threat, folks. Bob's coming in, and Pancakes is trying to sweep that. Look at the Emu Warvets and NRD are making... They've made ground. So they've made it up to the next set of trenches. Slim Reaper's not going any further though. Fatal and Bob have absolutely shut him down there. But they've made it up to that next line, and this is critical here. Once you get to this area here, it's very hard to root you out. Having said that though, Bob's just shot everybody down. Red Bull's gone to sleep. Literally, what is Red Bull doing as his mates die? Red Bull's right beside him. What are they doing? What is that all about? What on earth happened then? I have no idea. What I was going to point out was you can't see anyone down here. If we go back up the other side of it, look, if you're on here, once you start looking over that edge, you're going to get shot from fairway out. You'll potentially get shot from fairway out. You can't see. Look at the fucking grenades coming up at us. You can't see down over that little crest. That's why that area is so important. You've either got to be up here as a defender, or accept the fact that the infantry are going to get in there probably, or defend up there. And these guys up there have been having a hell of a time. Wow, that's a big rocket. Hell of a time from all the bullets coming in from these guys in the forest. They haven't had a chance to push up to defend this area here. And now Safarax, oh, geez, I tell you what, he was lucky not to die then. And he's picked up Billy Bob, and Mr. Chew knows he's there though now. And he'll just, he'll do the deliberate stalk around the corner. And a lovely little kill there. Winks is right up in the back. Oh, nice artillery round on someone. This artillery's going pretty well now. It's starting to pick up folks everywhere, and that's well played. Look at that though. Those guys from NRD, Emu Warvets, now have moved up into the top zone. And TFK are in a little bit of trouble here now because they've got folks down this bottom area. Fatal putting in some good cover fire there. Oh, lovely shot. Single shot too from an automatic rifleman. Well done. So TFK being pushed, compressed back into the point here. And by being compressed back into the point, it means that they don't have anywhere to fall back to. They're literally on their spawn points, defending their spawn points. But having said that, they've thrown a Panther at the problem now, and there's a Panther pushing up to the north there that Magical Arab's going to chase. He won't get the kill on it, even if he's got a couple of rockets into the back of it, because the Panther is a pretty hard kill. So that Panther is driving into the forest. It's a bit stuck. Everybody would know about it up there now. It's not marked yet, though, of course. Yeah, look, well, let's watch that little bit of play, shall we? God, I'm starving. Well, let me tell you. Absolutely starving, but lovely. Cooked dinner and raced off to get here. We've got a bit of a problem going on, though, on the next point. And that is that whilst the Warvets and the NRD guys have been pushing up here and gaining ground, they're losing ground on the other point. And that Panther has taken its time. It's turned around. It's now a defensive pillbox. And it's ripping shit out of the attack. And that's going to ruin that attack. You can see now the cap weight has already gone back into Orange's favour. However, something sneaky's going on around the back here from the TFK guys. And they've managed to get a whole squad plus in there. That's 2 squad leaders I count. So there must be an airhead or something back here now. And Emu Warvets and NRD are in a bit of trouble here because they are losing that cap. Oh, they're starting to get the cap weight back. So they've got enough weight on there But real trouble. This is where it's going to start to turn, I think, into the TFK favour. If they can get the kills, the trade. So the trade, when we talk about trade, it's one each way. So Blitz killed Black Moon just then, and now if Brigadier Fish kills Blitz, and then someone like Nukel kills Brigadier Fish, it's trading backwards and forwards. So if you can win the trade ratio, and you've got equal numbers, then you'll actually win the cap. But they're not quite doing that at the moment. The defenders doing a reasonable job, I guess, on the point here. Trying their hardest. They've thrown a few more bodies in there now, and that'll throw the cap rate back in their favour. So, yeah, the defence is there. That's okay. But they've got a bit of a problem here where they've got some sort of spawn around the back. And I'm just wondering where that spawn is. It looks like it's probably an OP, actually, on the TFK side. So I'm not seeing big numbers coming in, and it seems to be in a couple of different spots as well. But anything's possible. The allies, though, of course, you can see allies being the blue players and the Axis being the orange players. And the little icons at the top of the screen give that away as well to help you, remind you whether they're playing allies or Axis at any given time. Let's get in and have a look here. Wayno with that earlier rocket shot from hell that picked up somebody. So here's the team pushing through now, trying to pick up. Look at the fight they've got there. There's fucking smoke and shit everywhere. It's so hard to fight in here when you got lots of smoke and you don't know where they are. Look at that lovely kill from the back there. Frosty with some defensive fire across the line picks up the troops pushing up on Hellerman, and that's well done. Black Moon now he's trying to use a bit of cover to move up there. The bullets coming his way already. He has no idea where they are. There's that machine gun around the back there. So Madcap Beef putting in some suppressive fire as well, trying to help his team out. That's good work. And there we go. So that's nice play there. That extra suppressive fire means that Frosty's going to struggle to come out the top here with his machine gun. He's going from the hip. He's going for the hip shot there, and he got picked off. You can't really do hip shooting in the forest because people just have the patience to hide behind hide behind stuff and just pick you off as you're walking out. So you've got to be in a pre-established position there, like whoever that is over the back. Torren as a machine gun. And look at that, nice kill as well. So they really shut this attack down nicely. Hi, I'm Chronic. Welcome to the chat, mate. Lovely to see you, and welcome to this random game I'm streaming tonight. Mr. Chew approaches a couple of us streamers and sees us if we could potentially stream friendly competitive matches, I guess we would call them. So that's what I'm doing here. Let's get back across to Siegfried and see what's happening over there while we're waiting at that point. They've cleared out those guys. The push has to start back up the hill here again for the exact same squad doing the same thing. Poor bastards, I feel sorry for them. There's an airhead dropping right on the point. Not sure that's real wise, to be honest with you, at this level of competition or level of gameplay. Like Anthony's straight onto it. Bombing Run's not coming in to help with that airhead either. So Mr. Chew is literally standing next to that airhead. The guys are desperately racing up the hill to try and push in. Maybe it's a distracting airhead, but it's still in a bad spot. A bit of a waste, to be honest with you. Not liking that at all, Brett. Definitely come and chat to me about why that's a bad thing. But, there was anywhere else up there you could put that airhead if you were using it as a distractor. But right in the middle of the point where they completely control the point, complete waste. Complete waste. It's just throwing away resources. But whatever reason, it did distract them enough. I don't think it could have been a better distractor, but it did distract them enough that and they've got a nice little push here, and they're starting to cap that point now. So well done to them. I don't think the airhead actually had anything to do with the distraction, to be honest. I think the guys just made it up the hill real fast, trying to help that airhead, and in the end they got onto the point nicely. So I'm going to have a little chew on something here as we watch this, because I am starving and I'm just wondering what my food tasted like. Professional outfit. That panther seems to have died down the front here. I think that's a dead panther next to Arab. So someone got a good kill on that while we weren't watching. Looking at the second last point there is blinking again as well. So I'll just swing around here and have a look at Carl Trail from a distance, see what we can see. There's still a lot of infantry around everywhere. So NRD and EWV vets have to actually try and clear that out, and they're having a devil of a time doing it because it's full of forest. Very hard to see anything. So that cap is starting to happen now, and real trouble there. I'm wondering what that is around the back here. Might be a set of supplies for the Allies, I think. I think that's Allied supplies, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So Bread, obviously identifying the fact that he's in a bit of trouble here in this forward area, and he's trying to do something about it and get some backup as well. But you can look already. Look at this. They're up in the hills. They're everywhere. I think this is real trouble here for NRD EMU War vets. Remembering, of course, these guys are two separate clans. So they're sort of, the gameplay together wouldn't be too common. So they're still learning how to do that. And that's why we do friendly competitive, isn't it? Because you want to be able to sort out and iron out some of the comms challenges associated with these types of things before you get into the competitive scene, into the actual live competition. So, this is what it's all about. I see VK is just telling me in the chat there that 20 squads active at one time is the limit. Yeah, and that's important to know because for some of the HCA stuff that I stream, and we'll get in a bit close to the action here, shall we? For some of the HCA stuff I stream, you'll find them actually using 20 squads. There are a lot of individuals doing a lot of things, so there's a lot of different OPs up. Nothing wrong with that. It's all part of, it's part of the game meta. So as a caster, I actually have to be put in as a squad member. I can't be a squad leader, which is interesting because I don't get to see the icons as a caster. I don't get to see some of that intel that's going on. So APA is based off international rules, and you can play the match how you like. Yeah, so it's API rules is what I've been told in here, but it might be the same thing. He might have misacronymmed it. So I'd be interested. I mean, and VK, look, I'm more than happy for you. Let us know, mate. Let us know in chat what it actually means, what some of the things are about it. I know a lot of the rules around a lot of different stuff. There's limitations on how much armor you can have in some competitions. There's limits on artillery use and things. Yeah. So so VK is talking about that now. That's really good to see. Limit of 35 versus 35, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually down one player in the Allies because I'm a cast member, so I'm not in this match for them. And EMU War Vets and NRD are really pushing hard up into the point there. They're making the point blink. When I say the point blinks, it's when it's contested, and then it goes back to, like, it's being capped now by EMU War Vets and NRD, by the Allied players, and then it goes back towards red, and then goes back towards blue, then red, blue, red, red. And that's blinking. I call it blinking. It's just a little easy way of me explaining that it's not really anybody's point at the moment because it keeps going backwards and forwards. Brian saying this, RD will swap the support engine, upgrade defences. Yeah, and that's right. They should be back on squad leave and firing if allowed. And no, that's the thing. There's no rule there, is there, about like they've got engineer and I would have squad leaders and I would have an OP. So good strafe going in there, and look at that, they're contested on the half track back here. As we have a quick look at the map, I'd have an OP north, an OP south, and an OP east of the artillery, so you know what's coming. You can watch that on the map as you're doing reloads and stuff. Good little strafe. Look at the points blinking again here, but I'm really keen to see what's happening back on back over there on Caltra, because that half track was contested as well around the back. Lovely fight going on here. Let's get in nice and close there, watching Rabid shred in there, and we'll have a bit of a listen while I eat some more food, guys. I hope you'll indulge me here. I'm trying to actually get through this evening and get to Stamen. Oh, Billy Bob, is that Billy Bob on the hill or Anthony? Oh, brutal. Pancakes goes OP right in close. I reckon I would have put my OP down here on the hill. Yeah, because you can't defend that trench, and Chowie's going to take that OP out now. Bombtill's not going to defend that at all. You can see, yeah, there it goes. A little piece of advice for squad leaders. I generally don't put my OPs in trenches or anywhere where I know the enemy are definitely going to walk if I don't hold that area. A good place for an OP might be, well, yeah, okay, down behind these vehicles here, but the likelihood is they're going to come down there and sweep. A good place for an OP is somewhere random, like just here, in that bush. Oh, nice shot. That was a horrible death from Torrent. I think that's Bob. Bob with a lovely shot there from over the side as an assault plane. Another place for an OP. Not in the artillery, but yeah, probably down in here somewhere, in amongst this stuff. But that artillery is pretty accurate at the moment. I don't think artillery can take OPs out, actually, now that I remember. So an OP in this shrubbery here. Because what happens is when you spawn in here, you're unlikely to be seen. But the likelihood of the enemy running over that particular piece of ground, and then that particular piece of ground, and then there, is almost zero. And you've at least got a chance of hitting the ground down here and defending yourself. So, yeah. So that's just a little tidbit. I'll get away from that. Sorry, holy fuck. And I am interested, guys, again, if I could get anybody to comment that if this in-game sound is matching off nicely against my voice, that'd be really good to hear. Now, it is a very tight game at the moment. This is a brutal fight here on Siegfried, and really, really well done for both teams. For the TFK guys for really just holding on to it. And look at that building up there where Forex is, where Commander Knight's back again trying to defend that area. The Allies keep pushing in there and taking out the TFK guys out of that area, and then the TFK guys keep sweeping through. This here is the area I said way back at the start of the match, if you recall, where there'll be a lot of push. Oh, there's Mr. Chu coming in with a shredding attack. He's absolutely ripped everyone. He's run straight past Pancakes. They both run past each other. Chu's now coming down. He will clear out the OPs that are potentially down. Is there any OP down in here? Yeah, there are a couple. Oh, this is a great little move from Chu. He's actually pushed all the way down through the forest, but he's got so many ahead of him. This is a good play, though. Mr. Chu gets it. He knows he has to clear this area here to stop the freaking attacks on the point. That's where they keep spawning in from and sweeping north and sweeping south. Cinnamon Buns here is in a little bit of trouble if he doesn't find Mr. Chu down there. Mr. Chu, of course, is just taking his time. He's popped his OP in. Wow, look at that. So he's going to see that it's lit up straight away. The point is actually contested. Again, of course, it's blinking backwards and forwards. Chu will sweep some of those OPs. Let's get back over here and have a look around the back here. And you can see Flint is slowly... They still haven't cleared this stuff out over here. So there'll be some sort of OP or garrison down here. Excuse me. Lucky around the back here now. There'll be some sort of OP or garrison around the back here as well. And then up here on top of the hill, White coming in from wherever. And they're sending a bunch of people to try and clear that out. And this is what's the problem, I guess, for NRD and EMU War Vets at the moment. They've got so much terrain here they have to cover. And it's so close with all these trees. Let's get in and have another look at it just to refresh you on what it feels like down on the ground. So... because there's so much of this sort of stuff, they have to actually send troops out in all directions to try and find the enemy. Because, I mean, fuck, you can't see them. And they're having a real problem trying to find all these guys. And look how far out they're spawning. I mean, this is... yeah, look at that. There's a garrison right here. Okay, so that's... how far away from the point is that? Let's have a look where we are. Yeah, right back next to that half-track. There's a tank coming in now, so he'll probably see some of those guys running around. But... this guy is camping the half-track. Half-tracks now have machine guns, and Amelia's camping that half-track as well. So they've shut down their attacking the defensive line here a little bit with a sniper squad and so on and so forth. So anyway, the garrisons though from the blue guys, from the allied guys are pretty good. That's not too bad. All right. So we know there's a lot of trouble up there. Flint's trying to sweep around and find people. That's a bit of a watch for that at the moment. There's some confusion going on there from Deathless. I'd be interested to hear what that confusion is about. Flint really trying to work where this garrison is, isn't he? And we watch Swinny now swimming around the back. Let's watch Flint for a bit. Yeah, oh, he's a hit and miss. Blitz hasn't seen him. He doesn't know where he is. Flint's popping in the building now. He's going to camp out a little bit. Nice move from Flint there. Bit of patience. Not enough patience, though. He's only stayed for a few seconds. Blitz is belted out of there. So, Flint's called the infantry in that spot. Blitz has actually got the patience to race around the back now and try and camp. No, he's going to keep pushing. Oh, there's Flint again. He's seen him race around the back, but now he's got someone to get out. Sweaty. He's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, nice dodging, but taken down so that... Flint's trying real hard down that bottom part to clear him out. Let's have a look at this attack. Now the attack's circled all the way around from the north. Okay, so they're trying something a little bit different. I guess Mr. Chu did he take out some of those OPs? No, those OPs are still there. And the garrison's still there. So Mr. Chu wasn't able to clear that stuff out of the forest down south. Interestingly, though, they've shifted their axis of attack to the northern area. Or north of map, that is. So they're coming in from up here now. They're coming in for another couple of OPs. They've got a garrison around the back and a garrison in the front. This is not too bad. This is actually not too bad at all. Because the same benefit that the TFK guys are enjoying on the other side of the creek line there, the allies here are getting that benefit as well. Because they've got so much cover to move up onto the point from out here and so many trees to move up on that it's very hard for TFK to actually work out where the friggin' hell they're coming from. So TFK are throwing a few people back here. But of course, as we know... you can see the point is getting capped there forward because there's so many troops spread out in every different direction up there. So we'll probably just sweep out and have a look at that in a second and see how that actually looks. Here's Bomb Tool now trying to sweep in. The guys are sort of pushing up the hill there. Bullets are everywhere because this is brutal close quarter fighting. Nice kill there from Bomb Tool, but he got counter killed. And this is trade. This is trade. What I was talking about with trade before. One died there, one died here. One died there, one died here. So blue are getting the numbers in there. And it seems they are defending well enough as well because the cap stopped as well. All right, little drinky here because I'm getting a bit of a cough. I can hear a bombing run coming in now as well. Wonder where that's coming in. That is going to be a TFK bombing run. This could be a problem here. It's straight across the point. Don't know if it's going to pick up too many. It's got one. Poor old Mac there. Just happened to be in the wrong spot. And Moose, of course, thought he'd hide behind a tree. And bombing runs don't stop for no trees. So he's down as well. And the point will start to get taken here. There's a recon gone north to south from Bread, who's trying to work out where the enemy are. And he's only picked up one infantry up here. So he would be interested in working out in a moment as the point will start to cap probably. There's a tank down below us. Looks like a 76. Is a 76. It's taken some counterfire. Mad Capped Beef trying to sweep around with Moose there. Is that half-track still camped? I think it's dead. No, it's still back there. Oh, there's the tank. Wow! That is a great kill, whoever did that. I reckon there's a Panther over here. There'd have to be. And, oh, wouldn't you know, friggin' Panther. Could have put money on that one, couldn't I? Panther camping on the hill killing stuff. Here's the counter bombing run from Bread. Let's see what he does with this. Is he going to go across the middle of the point? No! He has bombed the back. He has bombed the back. Oh, I would not have done that either. You know, different things. I don't know what's going on the ground there. I would have put that bombing run straight across Siegfried now with so many troops behind it. It's a perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity to really rip the guts out of this defense here. We'd have to assume there's a garrison in here somewhere. No question we'd have to assume there's a garrison in here somewhere. Don't know where it is. See if we can find it. Fatal up there. They'd have an OP or two. Nice little, look at this. 3-round bursts. Love it. Scott, you are the man of the day. Look at him. He's just... Oh, this is making me excited. This is how you fire a machine gun, folks. Because it lasts longer and gets exactly the same effect. So everyone wants that beaten zone suppression. That's what machine guns are all about. Suppressing an area and maybe picking up a few kills. If you do it in 3-round bursts like that, he's able to get the same effect. He's absolutely able to get the same effect. He's still getting the kills. Look, Wings can't move. And then, look at this. Look at this. And he's picking up multiple different people. He's killing a few. Now he's taking some fire from somewhere else. I think that's from a tank or something from the other side. But his guys were able to move up and sweep in. And he lasted, he was sustaining that fire for ages. Hats off to you, Scott. You are the man of the match right now, as far as I'm concerned, because you know how to shoot a machine gun. All right, fight me on that one, folks. I've done it for real. I know what a machine gun's all about. And I know how the mechanic of the game works. And that is how you shoot a machine gun. All right. Maybe a little bit slower if you wanted to. Depends on how many troops you got coming at you. Anyway, we've got supplies coming in there from the... There's a flare. That's way over the back here. Oh, they know something's going on at Jacob's Barn. There you go. Bit of trouble here, though. Again, it's a pretty tight match. Someone made that comment before. Close game. Tango 3P. You are correct, sir. It is a very close game at the moment. This is really good gameplay and really good fight play here. There's a few things I'd do differently than what I've seen the two commanders do. But hey, that's, you know, I'm from the armchair of judgment. I'll sit on my mighty throne here and tell people how to do stuff. Realistically, it's the commander on the ground that needs to do it on the day. And both commanders at the moment here have got it going on. Nobody's losing too hard. There's a fight on for both points at all times. You can see the defense here on Carl Trail has been nothing short of excellent, even with the troubles they've got of all the different attack lines. And look where they're coming in from, a couple of spots. Charlie Squad knows something's up that way. Oh, of course, because I can see the blue markers. Excuse me. Winks are lucky. Let's see what goes on in this little fight. Winks with the good kill there. Tex is putting some rounds back the other way. So he's trying to help out A bit of fight. Oh, geez, I tell you, it's hard to shoot that range. And you can see how hard it is to hit anybody through this forest. Back over this way now, Frosty the Jester pushing up here with Swinny, Blitzkrieg, and Helldestroy. But again, the good defense. Madcap Beef's in the right spot. These guys will be able to shoot down the hill. But they're sweeping up the hill. You know, this is what fighting's like, isn't it? You never know which direction the friggin' enemy are in. Let's have a look at what Beef's actually doing. He's looking up the hill. He can see shots around the back there. Okay, so now he's got an idea that stuff's going on over there. He'll start to say, oh, great shot! Look at that. Oh, and he's been counterpunched. Blaze with a lovely sniper shot back into him. So Stigler's now going to push in. Oh, yeah. What? Sniper shot in as well. So Blaze is the spotter. So, yeah, tight fight going on there at the moment. Back over here, though, and we can see that bombing run, I still say, if you run a bombing run from sort of here back up towards those buildings, you will, if your troops aren't anywhere near that, you will generally rip shit out of the defending line. That's where you should always put the bombing run here. Because likelihood just quickly, oh, there's an airhead. There you go. So you put a bombing run up this way. And you can see, look, they've marked it. Bombing run up this way. You'll generally pick up a bunch of infantry and at least a couple of spawn points. And that's if you're attacking from up here or down here. That's the way your bombing run should go. Granted, of course, if you know where their garrison is, then by all means, put it in across their garrison. But, you know, for now, that's when you just sort of try and speculate, that's where I would have put a bombing run in. And that gives you guys then a chance to push in on the point. Maybe a bit of arty too. This is a really good point for putting arty on. Still eating in the background here. I apologise for that. It is dinner time for me. We're back down in the bush here, folks. Arab Bulltown and Safarax. And this isn't a bad push here from the NRD EWV guys. You can see they're coming in from that angle, they're coming in there, and they're coming in down here. They got a few spawn options there I should have pointed out as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the garrison down here. They do have that tank that's a bit of a pain in the ass, working as a bit of a pillbox. Arab with a lovely shot back up the back there. I reckon they'll start to turn the point here. But it's been blinking for the last half hour, I suppose. It's been going blues way slightly and then back directly orange. We are not even halfway through the match here, folks. And it's been a great fight so far. There's a great kill from Hella. So good defense going on here. And machine gun down the bottom there. I don't know whose that is. Oh, is that the tank? Oh, it's Wayno. No? Who's that? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Way up here. Tank in a good position here. Dan and Ready Fishy. They don't have a huge angle of view there, but they are stopping tanks coming in. That's their idea, I think. That's why they're positioned here. And look at that little piece of cover at the front there. That will stop shells. That will stop shells. So good on them for doing that. That's a nice little spot. I like that spot. Well done. Back onto the point now. Just over halfway to go. Still got that push coming in from the northeast. And yeah, it's kind of it's not stalemating at the moment. This is brutal fighting, but it's balanced at the moment. It's paused. With someone needs to do something a bit radical here. You can see Bob and Anthony are now sweeping around the back there of that northern push. Although Viper's onto him. Well done, Viper. But there's a bit of pressure here on their spawn points up there, of course. There's a garrison way up there between Siegfried and Jacobs. And that's that line of supply I talked about before. They can just keep reinforcing down this line all day, you know, and same the other way. So you have to try and cut those lines of supply. So I guess it's probably useful having a garrison there as long as they don't see it. Don't know what that is dying over here, but it's dying pretty hard. Is that tank coming down? I know. That's a 76 that just took one in the arse from somebody. It's trying to push up and take out that Panther, I guess. But the Panther's moved now too. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting little play going on here now, because that 76 is unprotected. Nothing good ever happens when you're unprotected. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely the death of that 76. The Panther just swung out and pulled it apart. Well done to the Panther crew. All right, having a little drink again. All right, so back over here and we'll have a look at what's going on Caltra. Flint still working hard out here with the commander, Bread. as they try and shut down whatever TFK are throwing at them, which is lots of things from all different directions. So down in here, this is also one of my favourite areas for putting OPs and garrisons, because it's just got lots of random, like a little maze down here, and you can sort of put your thing wherever, and unless someone's actually sweeping through this area trying to find stuff, they will generally not see it. You can see the recon squad in there really annoying the allies in that sort of southern region from Carl Trail. Now around the back here, of course, there's an assault guy way up on the hill here. I wonder where he came from. Let's go and have a bit of a look and see, shall we? I wonder if he's got an OP or garrison in here. Have a bit of a look. He's just chilling. Took a knee. Oh no, he's respawned. Okay, he's not enjoying whatever was going on there. He's done a respawn. The attack's bogged down there, but it looks like the defenders have pulled most folks. Thank you, Fiddly. I just got your comment. Appreciate that. Sounds good. Yeah, it looks like the attack's pretty much bogged down up there now. The defenders are doing well enough. This attack down here, though, oh god, it's still on its way up the hill, isn't it? And look at that, shredding. Tyrant with a full spray. All that Commander Knight needs to do is wait for Tyrant to have to reload, and then he can push on him. So we'll just watch that for a second, shall we? While I eat some more food, of course. God, it's a really good dinner tonight, by the way, too. It's some chicken thing I've got here that I made. I don't know. There we go. All right. Commander Knight now doing the little push down. Artillery landing on the forest behind me, which means they know that there's a push coming in from down here again. Get out of the forest, it's too damn deep. Just as, oh, I love the little shred kill on the side there. Cut that flank off. Yeah, look, really closing down this forest area here. We've still got an OP down there, of course. Those OPs have survived up here a lot longer than I expected, by the way. There's that garrison, the attacking garrison, that's pretty much locked in at the moment. This is not bad from the EMU War Vets and NRD. Again, pushing up. You can see how thin the defense is out this side, because TFK have to defend. And thanks for the follows, guys. Vox and 42 Max Power. I appreciate it. I really do. And I don't just say that flippantly. I enjoy the support of the community because it allows me to throw more money towards the community. I just can't do the giveaways at the moment because I've got too much going on. But I'm really due to do a Steam Key giveaway, which is where all the revenue for this Twitch actually goes, just back into the community. So I do appreciate your follows, guys. So keep an eye out for that stuff, because I do giveaways. I give away a few $100 worth of Steam Keys so far in my streaming since March of this year. That's as long as I've been streaming. Okay, there's a good push going on here because that forest push has drawn all the TFK players out. You can see there Chowie and everyone around Chowie and Chew have been pulled up into the forest to deal with that problem up there. That's been there for quite a while, and we saw those 3 OPs before. Well, what's happening is down the south area here, the blue force has been able, the allied force has been able to push up into the point now, probably clear out a couple of OPs if there's anything in the middle of the point, and we'll start to see the point get taken here again. And yeah, absolutely. Max Power's talking about the fact that it could be a rage bait. Yeah, well, see, there's a beautiful point on that right now, is that Chew and Chowie and all of the squad members that are up there with them, and Prot as well, and General. So there's shitloads of TFK up in the forest having to deal with this grotty little attack that keeps coming in from up there. It's really well done from the NRD EMU War Vets. Commander Knight there with the solid defensive play. I believe he's picking off everybody as they come in. And he has to, because they've been drawn so far away from the point that now they've got folks in there, and well done. Look, Billy Bob's picked up, or Fatal's picked up somebody there. No, I think they've actually got this defensive line working really nicely here. Pancakes is absolutely on it in the trench, but everybody from TFK has come back pretty damn quick, and it's going to shut down that attack nicely now. But look at all the EMU War Vets and NRD guys coming around that right flank and the left. So we get right back here and have a look back. You can see they are surrounding the point, aren't they? I think those OPs will be gone now. Yeah, look, 1, 2 are gone. Third one's still up there. They found their garrison. Now, Gordon, well done, found the garrison around the back there. So that's going to cut off a line of supply here for the TFK guys. Probably put a little bit of pressure on them. If this bottom wave can get in and we can get another wave up the top here, then we'll see EMU War Vets and NRD actually possibly be successful on the point. But at the moment, they are still far enough away from it that they're just going to keep struggling to cut off the line supply from from the TFK guys. They can reinforce too quickly is what I'm getting at. All right, we'll get in and have a look at a bit of this play and nice little bit of tight stuff going on here while I have another map full quick. All right. Yeah, I think they'll be held off here. I think TFK have got the skills here. This is pretty cool though. Let's watch it. Watch it as it goes in. Rabbit sweeping around the south. Mr. Pancakes lows. Jester's looking the wrong way. Pancakes is going straight past him. Pancakes going straight past him. Jester's looking now. Jester's got Pancakes. And Slim Reaper's in trouble. Well done to Jester. Magical Arab now knows someone's up there. He's pulled the rifle out. Oh, he's rocketed at him. Nice work from Arab. Here we go. Jester's looking down now. Oh, Jester with the better throw. That's 3 for 3 for Jester's. Rabbit's still not helping out. Hoods is trying for the single shot. He's got lots of bullets though in a single shot because he's on the allied side. Jester's though puts his head down and goes, right, I'll just have to be careful here. He's picked up 3 already. Good defensive play from TK. As I said, I think they had the defense. They had the players up there. Here's Bob sweeping around the bottom of the map. Straight past Rabbit. No one looks around in these games. They're always got a bit of tunnel vision. So Rabbit and Bob have completely missed each other from within about 50 metres of each other. Maybe there's a bit of defilade on the ground. What do you reckon? No, just didn't look around. Neither of them looked around. Rabbit's made his way up to the point there now as a machine gunner. It's pretty handy to be able to shoot up the hill there. And we can see the weight that's starting to come in. That's the multi-attack angles. Look at it. Look at it now. It's sweeping around the bottom here and around the back there. They've cut off that line of supply. So there's only whatever spawn here that the TFK have. And this is a bit... Well, they've still got enough numbers coming in. I think the spawn is actually up there with Arab and Viper are. Let's go and have a look up there, shall we? I reckon this is where it is. Is this where it is? Nothing seen here at the moment. These guys were just having a cup of tea. All right. Well, no, there's no spawn there at all. They're just brewing up. Well, I wonder where the garrison is. The garrison on the point. I haven't been able to find it yet. I'm not seeing it in there. That's a good... Oh, there it is. Look at right around the back here. There we go. So, the garrison is up there in the top corner. That's why no one's been able to find it yet. God! Rabbit was just gunned down by Retro. He's coming... Oh, here's the tank again. And the tank's going face first at the Panther. The Panthers managed to get the first shot off in 1-2. Thank you. That's the end of the 76, who's driving head-on into a Panther without intel. It's too late there. That Panther is literally just camping there and repairing itself. And they probably even got a repair station in there, to be honest, by now. Because he's been there for quite a while. But that's going to be... You know, he's just going to back up a little bit here. Arab, I reckon, has put a satchel on it. Has he got a satchel on it? He's got his satchel out. Arab's going for the satchel now. Oh, he's got the satchel on the tank. That is great work from Arab. Oh, it's a bombing run as well. Just for shits and giggles. I wonder if they know. That bombing run, a bit of Bread's bombing run. Now, he's just put it in a little bit off angle there. I would have put it in across that way. I really would. That angle right there that I'm on right now. That's the angle I always use. But Arab's got a lovely little satchel on this tank, and they have no idea. So, whilst that 76 drove into its own death, Arab has managed to pick up the Panther. That would have surprised the shit out of that crew, because he's got infantry around him everywhere. That's a great kill from Arab. That might be a little bit of a game changer right there, because that opens up the infantry's options now from that southeast corner. And, of course, TFK are now suffering the fate that they were inflicting upon the Allies over there on Caltrail. TFK now are getting strung out across a number of different areas here as they try and work out where the hell this attack's coming from. And to be honest with you, as I said before, it's not coming from anywhere, it's coming from everywhere. There are little blueberries all over the place doing all sorts of things all around. So these guys up here would be saying, oh, I'm getting shot at from the north. These guys would be saying, oh, I'm getting shot at from the east. These guys would be saying, oh, they're down the southwest. Someone to be calling out infantry up this way as well. And it makes it hard, although Wormel's now down. That's unfortunate for him. I think he got his OP off. He did, and he might actually get another spawn in if he's lucky there, although Bob's on it. Yeah, it's just to the right. Oh, Spawny. Spawny spawned in, and there goes their OP. So that was a bit unlucky, or well played there from Jesters, to be honest. and Bob. So they've shut that down a little bit. Emu Wolvets and NRD, the Allies, are just on the back foot a little bit here again now. TFK have got a very strong defensive crew. There's about 20 people, isn't it? Now they're starting to get into trouble here. So those two guys that we saw up on Carl before, that's John Cena and Amelia, were up there on Carl really putting the pressure on. And maybe they got killed out of there, maybe not. But whatever happened, they've come in and they've swept into the forest down the bottom here. This is always an obvious place for a garrison. And of course, they've swept down there now to try and clear that garrison out. And they're probably going to succeed because they're not a bad squad as far as I can tell. Hughes now, of course, trying to defend that area. There, the garrison's gone. By the way, I should have said that before. Now, that really puts the pressure on Emu Wolvets and NRD. That puts pressure on Bread now. He's effectively lost his attacking options all down here, and he's left with one garrison that's locked at the back and one way back up here to attack from. Most of his squads, there's a couple of OPs there, that's not terrible. They need to get back onto that as well. Those supplies are still good, so they can still put another Gary up there. But of course, we know there's infantry in the forest now, and they're good at their job. We've got the attack still bogging down here a little bit. We can still see randoms running around from the Axis side here. Swinny and Blaze, two completely different squads. I'm guessing there might be a garrison down this way somewhere, or something that Swinny seems to be defending. Moose is trying to find it. Yeah, Swinny's camped. And Blaze is as well. So they're defending something, or they know at least that somebody's here. Alright. There must be something in this area though. Oh, it's an airhead. Is that airhead live? Moose has seen the airhead, that's why he's come in. Yeah, he's looking, that's an airhead right there. Middle of the screen. Unless it's just a crate in a trench. Maybe it's just a crate in a trench. No, it's just a crate in a trench, folks. I tell a lie. I thought it was an airhead there for a moment. Here's Moose. Moose has not seen old mate. He's got one. Oh, there. Nice kill from Moose. Let's see if he picks up Hell Destroyer. They're 10 meters apart. Blaze is looking. Oh, nice kill there from Hell Destroyer. Jeez, he was lucky. He had no idea that guy was right beside him. So, no options out here. They're definitely defending something. Hell Destroyer is a supply guy, so he's popping down some supplies. Nothing going on out this way at the moment. Infantry marked up in the forest. This must be where they're coming in from. Oh yeah, look at that. No, that's the friendly garrison. Oh, I am confused as hell. Moose again coming in off that garrison, trying to defend this area. He knows he's got trouble out here. But there's not many coming in, so it's not really, it's a bit flat. This attack is flat out here. Blitzkrieg coming in from the north. It's not very good Blitzkrieg though. It's only one person. Germans did it better. All right. Bad jokes. There's that north defensive line again. That's trying to push in, or north attacking line. That's trying to push in past Bob. Bit of an explosion there. Wondering if that was a satchel. And yet again, Commander Knight Squad is now holding that building again where that Panther died before, and these guys are down in the forest again, and they're having to push again. Rinse and repeat. That is what I'm seeing here, folks. Rinse and repeat. Alright, taking a little drink now as we watch a little bit of the gameplay here. Arab's in the point. He's satcheling. That's what Arab's doing. He's got to find that garrison. He's starting to capture the point. He's got to find that garrison. We'll watch this play for a moment. Oh, no. Really, really, really good kill there from General. Probably a very good defensive kill. As you can see now, the TFK guys have swarmed back into the point. They know there's a threat there. They just don't know what it is. It was just literally Arab. It's because he was in the circle and nobody else was. What is that going on down here? Something shooting the bunker. Must be a tank. What are we? Oh, wow, that's everything going on. No tank. So it must be an Axis tank. That's a rocket. Well, that much is obvious. Where is the Axis tank? Where is he hiding? Oh, here's a Panther I prepared earlier. Look at that. Still got the push coming in from up the north there. Northwest. Northeast, rather. Haven't seen an airhead in a while. What have we got for resources? Yeah, he's a bit thin. Struggled a little bit. He's got 70s across the board. I think it's 90s you get on this mode, this map. Anyway. You can see his nodes spread out in a few different spots. Anyway. Panther now is... Oh, the Panther's pulling back. It's obviously got the threat up north. And there's so many infantry on the point at the moment. Maybe they're going for the 30-minute hold here. Because they're not attacking, are they? That's not any sort of attacking effort going on there from the TFK guys. They've thrown a few up there, but there's only 3 or 4 up in the attack zone. Blue, though, you know, the Allies really trying here up to that north sector. So, eating a bit of potato. Good potato. Couple of squad leaders. Must be a good garrison up this way, or an OP. It's that garrison. This garrison, let's have a look. Look where she is. There she is, right there in the forest. Good spot. Well done. Well done. If it gets found in 15 minutes' time, I know one of you is stream sniping, by the way. Nice little kill there. Arab got back into the point. Did he get his satchel off this time? No, he did not. But he needs to get over here. There's where that garrison is, right there. And here's Wormald and Bombtill coming in now. This is important. If they can find this garrison, then it will really mean the difference. And there is an attack going on now. TFK have started to push somewhere on the other point. So we'll just watch this little play here, because I think this is critical. If these guys get down here and take that garrison out, it's going to change the dynamic of this point. It's going to change what's going on here for TFK, because they won't be able to spawn in on the point. Nice kill there on Prot. Wormald doing some good work in here. But if they can take that garrison out, then Siegfried's in a lot of trouble. Pancakes has managed to make his way into their bunker. That's important as well. That is one of my favourite lines to move up, is that hill right there as well. Because unless these guys here are looking around and out, you can get up there and then camp out at that bunker area, and you've got lots of little options here. So you can sweep around the bottom part of it. You can look up over the top here. And you still can't be seen from up the hill very easily. So a great move there. This is real trouble for TFK. They have got swarms on the point now. You can see that they're all sort of starting to get plucked off here a little bit. Chu and Anthony up on the hill there trying to defend against what's going on up there. The building has been taken by cinnamon buns. Everybody else is dead over there now. One guy left. They're pushing into the bunker now. Winslow's pushing into the bunker. So he's trying to clear it out. They know this. They've got to know there's someone in there. Bombtill. There it is. Watch this. This is where it's going to happen, folks. If he can get in here. He's thrown smoke into the trench. He's got 2 smokes in. This is a good little play here. Oh, Bombtill's taking some fire, though. Yeah, he's got to get some more smoke up, or he's got to get some buddies. But his buddies just on the hill just got shot. So he can't push in over that area. That's a hard push to come across this part. Wow. Because look, as soon as you get here, you can be seen from a few different spots. And Scott, of course, who was my MVP before on the machine gun, he's there ready to go. He's hot to trot, and he's got an itchy trigger finger, and he's good to pull you apart when you come across that field. So, yeah, but I'm going to get over here now. I've got to get over here because see what's going on over here. And it's the top of the hill. Oh, this is a good push. This is a good push. They've still held this forest area out here. There's that recon guy that's back over. We've got Moose still back here trying to clear him out, but now it's the top of the hill as well that's caused the problems. So Blitzkrieg are up the hill here, pushing down very slowly, although they're getting held up here nicely. That defensive squad, this defensive group here on this point, have been absolute game savers for the Allies, for the for the Emu War Vets and the NRD guys. Let's see who the bombing run that is. That's coming here, yeah. So it's ripping up those defenders if they're lucky enough. They got one of them. Flint probably going to wear it as well. That's 2 down. Wonder if it picked up the garrison on the point. Let's check that quickly. No, it did not. But you'll notice, where's that garrison circle? It's gone. They've gradually pulled apart. TFK have pulled apart all of those garrisons. It's taken them a long time to do that. And now we see the points blinking. It's starting to be contested. TFK putting the pressure on the point right now. And they're starting to fall now, and they've got a multi-axis attack. The Allies need to respond to this, and they need to respond to it quickly. They've got to try and clear some of these guys out here. You can see where they're coming from, all the different angles there. 26 minutes to go. Blitzkrieg holding up on the hill. I'd be interested to see what's up there. Let's have a look. I know he's up here. I'm not seeing where their garrison could be. Maybe up the back here. Good spot to come in from over here. Nothing seen. Just having a bit of a look-see. See what we can find. No, it's a bit too hard to find in these forests. And of course, I wish you could see it on another map, but we don't have that access because we're on the other team. So, somewhere in here, they'd be spawning in. Right. Now they're starting to sweep down the hill. Now that attack's going on back over here on Siegfried. Let's see how well they went. Did they find that garrison? Let's check that first. And the answer is no, they did not. General's down there, garrison in the bottom left. Hoogs is still on the bunker. But you want... Yeah, they haven't worked out that garrison. It's been here for the entire match. They are capping, but I think it's going to fall back. Ooh. Oh, there you go. That artillery's on that garrison. I don't know if they know it or not, because you would see a marker on it, wouldn't you? There's no marker there at the moment. But the artillery is absolutely ripping apart that area. So somewhere someone's telling them, you know what? We keep coming across infantry down in that trench. Can you please shoot it? And the artillery is obliging. And I'd keep the rain on that area. But they don't know there's a garrison there. We do. Here we go. This is, if there's artillery coming in still, it's going to pick up some of those guys. But it's not. Stop firing. 3 rounds fired for effect. It's sweeping off to the left. Okay. Oh, look at that. Huge spawn wave just came in. That's ruined the attack for a moment. Still got lots coming in up there. Not sure that artillery is effective now, unless it's, of course, coming in from the Axis side, in which case, sure. It's probably trying to hit something. Oh, there's a panther. Ah, there's a sneaky little panther. This is just chilling on the hill. There's the it's a 2-person squad. So he's watching an Overwatch here. Using the big stick as cover. And he's just, or maybe that's his weapon. But the big stick. Whack 76s as they pop over the hill. Good artillery back into the point here now. Good push here again from the Allies. Geez, they're working hard though, aren't they? They're working hard. They could probably, there's probably a few things that could get a little bit easier here, but it is a hard push. TFK are a pretty good team. And oh gosh, that artillery's on the right spot though, isn't it? If you're coming in on that garrison on the left at the 9 o'clock position on the screen there, if you're coming in on that garrison, you're proper fucked. And let me just briefly talk about why I call it a time. So, we use what's called the clock ray method. For those that haven't heard of it before, it's something that I learned in the military many years ago. And the clock ray method is where you actually place effectively an analog clock on the ground and use reference points. But aircraft do it all the time. So you know, forward of the aircraft is 12 o'clock, rear is 6 o'clock, right is 3 and left is 9. But you can do it on the map here as well, or on the screen. So if I'm looking at this right now, center screen, of course, where Winslow is, that's the center. But up there to the 10 o'clock position is spawning. That's over to the left-hand side, just slightly left of middle. Just slightly higher than middle. 12 o'clock position, we got Slim Reaper, Bombkill, and Rabid coming down the hill. Big spawn wave came in at the 9 o'clock position from the TFK guy. That's how it works. So 12 o'clock's the top of the screen, 6 is the bottom, 3 is right, 9's left. And that way you can talk about stuff a lot easier, and people know exactly what you're talking about. Let me let you in a little secret too. You use this to give target indication. So if I look out there and I say, okay guys, I can see an infantry. Reference the pile of logs at 250. He's at the 1 o'clock position. So if you put the clock over the pile of logs, he's at 12 o'clock will be on the far side of the logs, 6 o'clock will be on this side of the logs. So he's at the 1 o'clock position from those logs. So someone standing nearby could look at those logs and go, okay, 1 o'clock off to the right, but long. Right, that infantry's now moved to the 11 o'clock position from those logs. You can work it out. These things help. These things help. But not a lot of people know how to use that. So if you're calling it out to your mates, oh, that was brutal. This is pretty good here. Pancakes has got himself into the trench. So I haven't found that garrison though. Oh, he's going to get shredded here. Oh no, he's picked off one, but he's been traded 1 for 1 there. If you start yelling that shit in chat, though, in your squad, and they have no idea what you're talking about, they'll think you're fucking weird and they'll probably boot you. But here I've explained to you how the clock array method works. So if I'm talking about 3 o'clock at the moment, there it is, Cherry and Hella Mad trying to defend that hill push. That's still going on. They've been coming up that hill. Prawn Hub now over there, finally, as the commander, to try and deal with whatever's going on there. They got the garrison back up there finally. But this is a bit of trouble here for TFK still. The weight is definitely in their favour at the moment, but only just. Fledgy, good to see you, mate. Lovely to see you. I hope you're enjoying this match. You know, everybody in chat, I have no idea how many are in there at the moment because lost all my Streamlabs shit. So thanks very much, computer. Fucking love computers. Anyway, for those that have only just joined, my computer, the M2 drive that had Windows on it, shut itself on Wednesday, so I had to revert to the old SSD. And anytime you lose the hard drive where your Windows is, of course you have some challenges associated with the shit you were doing on it versus what you've got to try and fix. So I'm probably going to do a full Windows reinstall this week. But I wanted to get these matches out here and cast them as the weekend is here. So here we are. Straight after this tonight, of course, folks, I will be doing a HCA match. So in about 40 minutes, I'll be doing a recording of that. And then up to an hour and a half after that, I'll be doing the live stream of that recording. And that will be, it's Chimera versus a Spanish team. So really cool to watch. I hope you can join us for that. And I was really pleased with the fact that I could do this one live, so the kids won't be going to bed yet. So it means that I can do it live plus 15. So this is with a 15-minute delay, but it's really great to see everybody here. I try and react to our chat as much as I can in the delayed streams. HCA is normally a 30-minute delay, just so you get a feel for it. It can be quite challenging. Good defense here from TFK. They've responded well to the defense of this point has gone pretty well for TFK all night. Here's the bombing run coming in. That is the Bread's bombing run. He's putting it in. Let's see if he picks up that garrison. This is where it's going to land. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make it. But he is looking for it. He's trying so hard to hunt the garrison. I've played Hunt the Gary before as well with bombing runs because you can't find it. He'd be disappointed right now that he didn't get you destroyed their garrison. Let's go and have a look at what's going on over here now. This north push is coming in. Gosh, these defenders over here doing so well. There's a freaking tank in there now. There's a Panzer IV that has made its way in. It's just picked up X, who's an AT guy. He'd be a bit pissed about that because he was probably looking for that tank. This Panzer IV in the point now. Oh, it's a double cap race. I don't think the middle cap's going to get taken here, and certainly the defenders on this point have done so well. But having a tank, which is effectively a pillbox, sitting here now with infantry support, mind you, because you can see there Lucky just jumped onto the back of that tank. That's not a bad move. Gosh, that middle cap seems to be going well still, though. Let's get back over there. Actually, you know what? Let's watch this tank for a minute. We've watched enough of that other stuff. Let's watch these poor bloody defenders who have been working their butts off. Here's Thixie running around the back of that tank. He's going to try and pick up anyone. Ah, nice kill from Thixie. Smart play there. Winks is not going to be able to do anything. X is trying to get a spawn off. Here's Hell Destroyer coming in. So still a bit coming in off the top of this hill. What else have we got? Yeah, look at this. Just picked up Winksy there as he tried to flank. Bit of trouble. Good grenade from Thix. Thix is going to be picked up by Nukel, I reckon. Yeah, look at that. There you go. So, infantry now in to support that Panzer IV. Bit of trouble. Definitely a bit of trouble there. We'll come back to that in a second. I just want to see what happened over here. So it was capping for a moment. It was capping pretty well. Oh, they're back. So these poor bastards are back up in this building. And it's usually Commander Knight. It's usually in here. Let's have a look. This one here. This guy here. He's been taking this back. And then the allies have pushed in and taken it out. Here's Hellamad Max pushing around. Sasparax should be good enough here for Saparax rather. Should be good for him. Hellamad. Yeah, single shot. German. Not ideal. Oh, Bull Viper nails him. TFK throwing the bodies back in off that same garrison. That is such a clutch garrison, that one. Because that has kept this point in their favour the entire match. It is so hard to kill that garrison there. How are you going to get to it? I mean, yes, down this side here, but we already know this is one of the worst angles to come in from. Because it's so open. You get an MG up on one of those bunkers there. It just shoots down here all day. Right, where do they have to come into? They have to come in here. So down this little defilade gully, that's probably a good place to come in. And they haven't been able to get down there yet. Because the moment you come down that hill, you should be able to. Oh, they're not using this terrain well enough. That's what's happening. So I've seen them up here heaps. But they're coming in. They're coming in like this. Alright? Coming in like this. And as they come in down the hill here, you look how exposed you are. So everybody out there can see you. And everybody over there can see you. And you're not even looking at the trenches yet where the garrison are. Where the spawns are. But if you use defilade or low ground, let's come in here and have a bit of a look. This is about the same height. Look at that. Spawn in front of me. Oh, I wonder what he spawned from. But look, I can't see the point, but they can't see me. I can't see anybody out that way, but they can't see me, which means bullets that always are attracted to me can't hit me. As I come down here, I come down to this point. I now start to see the point. I've got line sight on the garrison and any spawns that are in there and any people that are in there. Still not really getting picked up. Just starting to get the angle out there now. Let's back up. Get the angle out there now. I'm just starting to see that way. Still not huge out this way. So that gully, you got to use it more. And there's so much of it here. This whole gully system here, love it. Prop will be able to push in. Let's watch him. Let's see which way he goes. A bit of a follow here. Look, see how he's using his angles. He's using this. Yeah, he's going to go up over the hill as well. Everyone's got this fucking fascination with getting up on the hill here. Get in the trench. The boys are in. Boys from the Allies are in the trench now. Well, one was. Arab, I think, made his way in, but he's dead. No, he's around the back. My apologies. Just got to use that ground up there. Let's watch these guys come in now. Look. So Spawny's going out wide. So he's going to try and shoot whatever he can out the way. I'm okay with that. Panther, is that Panther dead? Yeah, it is. I wonder who got that. All right. Bomb till we've seen go in a few times. Look, there's only 14 minutes to go, and the other point's starting to get capped here. I want to see what Bomb till does here. So these guys both coming in well. Let's look at Bomb till and Viper. Are they going to get down into that trench? Here it goes. Down the trench. Now, straight up over the hill towards the point. No. Bomb till, here's your chance, mate. Show the crowd how to use this. Oh, look at this. This is looking good, team. There, someone just got picked up. Now, Bomb till's starting to look. It's going to get down in that defilade. Here he goes. Down. Go right. Go right. Go right. Nope. He's going to go over the hill again. Use the defilade, Bomb till. Go right. Nah. Up on a high point. Up on a high point. Too many people could see you up there. Alright, he's managed to pick a few off, but look at the smoke in the point. If he'd just gone down the right there, look, yeah, and they picked him off. And up the hill, they picked him off. Let's have a look back up that hill. If you were down in this point here, you can't really be seen from up the hill. You can only just be, and you can hit your guts down here and get cover. And that's the other part of it is, as you're running along, you know, run along, and it's like you want to hit your guts, you hit your guts, and you get down behind something and no one can see you. There's a tank coming up. What's that, 75? Yes, it is. That tank is going in the wrong direction. Where are you going, tank? Turn around. Spawny maybe. He's trying to get circle around the... Yeah, he's circling around. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that as long as they're doing the swingy. Don't go up into the trees. We've got that other point getting capped here too. 12 minutes to go. Been a tight game though, hasn't it? He's not going to get up that hill. Tight game here. Here's Hoogs. There's that point up there getting taken back by Commander Knight Squad again. And Prot as well. We'll go back over here and we'll have a bit of a look. Oh, it's just churn. That's some of these fights, isn't it? They just, you know, I've taken the point back. No, we fucking lost the point again. No, I've taken the point back. 12 minutes to go, folks. Good defenders on this point. Really top scoring over here. Let's have a look at Flint's squad quickly. How's those numbers? Look at that for defense. 4.5k there. And Fox squad, Ringo, 4,900. These guys have just defended their asses off and saved that point so many times. Well done to them. Well done to them. But same can be said for the TFK guys. We can't really look at their squad leaders, or their squads, of course, until the end of the match. But I'm going to get a quick look at that where I can. Taking another mouthful of food as we watch a little bit of play here. That's an interesting place for a 75. That satchel. Bob will be trying to put a satchel in. We don't know if we got a satchel on that tank, do we? Looking. No. Oh, I found it just as... Yep. All right, here's Arab now doing what I need him to do. He is down in the defilade. Get in the defilade. Sweep to the trench. Sweep to the trench, Arab. Nope, over the hill he goes. Everybody's got a hard on for going over the hill. Forex, instead of going down the trench, he's gone up over the hill. The number of times they have... Look, there's a spawn wave in front of them. And they just didn't see it. And now, look, General's going to use that ground. Oh, he's seen from behind, though. He didn't go in the trench either. He ran up high. I just cannot believe these guys won't go down. And Scotty, good to see you, mate. Lovely to see you. I hope you're enjoying this match. 10 minutes to go. These guys, I just can't get them to run down that trench. They just ran down there. Arab's in the point now, but he'd be looking for the garrison. He hasn't been able to find it yet because no one will check this piece here. They've had so many people come down from up there and they just haven't checked it. This is down to map knowledge and ground knowledge. And when you're coming in, here's a Panther coming in over the back by the look of that. Or is that a Luke's? Actually going to be a Luke's, wasn't it? It was rapid fire. Yeah, it was a Luke's. Sorry, my bad. Look at Winslow. He's using the trench. And he's coming up nicely over the hill down. But, yeah, nah. Well, Satchel went off over there, so that was Arab. He didn't pick up the garrison. Where that tank came down. Why will nobody use that? 9 minutes to go. It's starting to get a bit real here, though, for TFK, because there are people everywhere. Let's have a quick look at the map. That garrison that's been there forever is still there. We've got an enemy garrison marked at the back here for the Allies, of course. That's the Axis garrison. Gordon's doing all the good work back there. Garrison in there where that building is that Commander Knight's been defending and losing and then defending, then losing and then defending. Half-track and a garrison up here. That's good work for multiple spawn points. You can hear the Luke's is doing its thing there down below us. Lots of options here. Garrison up there, clear. Nothing much up the north there. I don't know that Allies are going to have enough here. Because they're not getting to that garrison on the point, which, look at it just keeps feeding troops in. They've literally cleaned every single thing up. Now, here's the point. Here's the point. Oh, there we go. Red Bull's on it. That was a great rocket, but yeah, I think he was just going for the bunker. If he gets a lucky miss, he might actually pick up that garrison. Oh! He's got a Luke's to deal with instead. Good push coming in from Allies here, though. They've made it into the point, but they're not going to be... They're going to get flanked by Bob and Chowie. So here's an interesting point, though. Something we don't think too often, I don't reckon. I don't think I've done this very well myself. When you haven't been able to find the garrison on the point that they keep spawning off of, how do you divvy up a grid search for it? Because I don't think we do. Because the fact that this garrison's been here forever, we know we've never found it. Well, the commander would probably know he's never found it. Means that probably 30 or 40 minutes ago would have been a good time to go, all right, let's, because of the lines we had, sweep down here. Have anyone found a garrison down here? No, they haven't. Okay. The garrison's up here then, in these grid squares. So let's focus on these 6 grid squares here, see if we can find the garrison. Nothing there? Okay. Let's move over to these ones. You'll eventually find it. if you work that type of magic. That's something I'm going to try, you know. I am going to try that. 7 minutes to go. A lot of gunfire coming in from down south there. There's a tank up on that hill. There's absolutely a tank up on that hill, isn't there? Look at that. 76 there now. Carrie Bickmore's got it. She can get a bit bitchy. So she's putting a few rounds in there. I have no idea who Carrie Bickmore is in game, by the way. I certainly know the presenter, but nice name. This is good gunfire, but again, they're shooting the same spots that have been shot over and over and over again. That garrison down the bottom left of screen is still there. Good push, though, going in from the Allies. That's not bad. Here's Arab. Here's Arab and the crew now. God help me, they surely should be able to see that garrison by now. Here we go. We've got our eyes on it now. Arab's pulling at the rocket. He's got the garrison, folks. It's an hour and 20 minutes in, and now Arab's picked up that garrison. This is trouble for TFK, although there's an airhead coming in as well. Wow, this is now ramped up a notch, hasn't it? We've got an airhead coming in on the point from Brad. So he's putting that airhead in. He's got infantry defending it. The defending garrison from TFK has finally been taken out after an hour and 20 minutes. Winslow's trying his best there to shoot shit. We've got a tank in Overwatch over on the hill there. There's an airhead somewhere here. It's gone! Artillery just took that airhead out. Ringo will get an OP on the point, though. He surely will get an OP on the point though. But now look at the back here as well. Carl Trail in a world of hurt. The defenders are just getting a bit overwhelmed back here, I'm guessing. No, they're starting to defend again. So we'll keep an eye on that. This is where it's happening though. This is the win or lose point right here as we start to see it again go towards the Allies, towards NRD and EWV. TFK have held on to this thing as long as fucking Jesus has been alive. And finally the Allies have cracked open the one thing that they needed to do an hour ago was take that garrison that was just here, and they have finally done an Arab by pure fucking default luck, I reckon, as he's run over the hill from the west, from the north rather, where no one was. He's gone, oh fuck me, there's a garrison. He's ripped out the rocket and bam, down she went. And now they're taking the point, and this is huge. This is absolutely huge, because if they can hold on here long enough, they will take this and they will win the game with bare minutes to spare. But you can see that TFK have got a few spawn options there. They've swept the force in from where Arab and Co came from. Starvin Marvin there is picking them up in the trench, of course. X has got a bit of a problem coming in behind. There's a good bit of... Hoods with great machine gunning up the hill. That's such a good position to be in. Look at this. Let's get a look at this. This is the stuff. This is 1 foot on the ground kind of stuff that we talk about. Because look how much terrain he can cover there to cover the arse of his guys as they capture the point. Allies are doing it. We've lost this up here again. The TFK guys have yet again managed to pick this area off. There's their garrison. There's the TFK garrison right there. No one to get to. Cab can't seem to get to it. He's covering that area. So that TFK garrison up the top there is going to be a game changer for them. I don't think it's going to be enough though. Brigadier Fish probably knows it's up there, so he's going to try and kill it. But there's enough here from the EWV. It's a strafe going in to pick up a view. It's picked up too far south. Don't know whose strafe that was. Yeah, it was TFK strafe. Has not killed enough of them though. This is... Now it's contested. Look at the spawn wave off that top garrison. Now it's contested. 4 minutes to go. It's blinked back. It's mid-range. It's now getting taken again by the Allies. The Allies are going to capture this, are they? Oh, machine gunner. Someone on the machine gun is ripping shit up north. And they've captured it. There it is. 3 minutes and 57 seconds to go, folks. The Emu Warbats and NRD have captured the point. Now they have to throw everything at it. Any relatives they've got, fucking small children, whatever they can, they have to throw onto this point and defend the absolute bejesus out of it for 3 minutes 40. But not only that, they've got it on with it push into the next point as well, just by sheer proximity. That would wake up TFK, but TFK give no fucks about that. They need to be on this point right now. They need to be in here right now and absolutely throw everything at it in defense. So it's both ways right now. Oh, in attack, I should have said. There is a great spawn coming in here from the half a dozen players from TFK. There's not going to be enough at the moment. These guys from the blue, from the Allied side, because hold on for dear life. They're shooting at everything they possibly can. If a sparrow flew past right now, it'd have a bucket of bullets thrown at it because they've got to defend this and they're starting to lose it. This is a really good push here from the TFK guys. That counter push that comes in off that garrison up to the top right of screen there, the 1 o'clock position. Artillery now. There's that tank shooting in as well. 2 minutes 55 to go. 2 minutes 55 to go. There's an artillery round in trying to clean up some of these TFK guys. There's the recon up as well. They know what's going on. Look at that. They can spot what's going on up here. There's the garrison on the point now. As the blue players, the Allied players come back in a surge. They're trying to push up the hill again. Smoke's going in. Oh, God, this is anybody's match right now, folks. This is absolutely anybody's match. That tank is making a difference. It's slowing things down up north. Up the top of the screen there. There's a huge spawn wave around the back there from the TFK guys. They're going to roll down the hill with that spawn wave. It's contested at the moment. Look at that damage that tank's doing. 2 minutes 15 to go. It's almost all over. Red Rover. TFK have got X with a great rocket in there. And TFK have got to throw something huge at this right now. A bombing run, anything. Oh, it's contested. Oh, dear God, this is tight. Whose match is this going to be? Thanks for taking it to the wire for us, team. What an amazing match this is. The tightness of this fight. Massive, massive tight fight here. Bullets going in every direction. There's no front line, folks. There is no front line. There's just fucking people everywhere throwing bullets at stuff as much as they can to try and do this. It's got to be NRD and EMU Warvets. They've definitely owned this. There's a plane coming over. I don't even know what type of plane that is. Looks like a recon at this distance. That's a Lightning, isn't it? This is absolutely gone in the last 5 minutes, it's gone to NRD EMU War Vets, and it's all been about that one garrison where Dingo Pup just ran past. That one garrison that TFK had there was the game-changing garrison. Arab running across the hill, surprising himself by finding a garrison there and rocketing the shit out of it, means that the EMU War Vets and NRD can take away a victory here today. A victory from TFK in the last 5 minutes. I mean, let's put it out there though. The defenders on Carl Trail, this point here, they were the ones that held the match together for NRD and EMU War Vets. Without that play over there, the match would be 4-1, even 5-1 in 5-0 in TFK's favour. Those defenders were the difference between an NRD EMU War Vets loss and an NRD EMU War Vets win, in my opinion. TFK guys held on forever on this point here, but they just ran out of spawn options eventually, and they got down to one, and it was that rocket from Arab that took it out. What a great match. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this. A victory, as we say, a victory to EMU War Vets and NRD. Commiserations to TFK, who fought their asses off for that entire match. Flint's going to wear my badge of courage there for defending on the point. Oh, wow, folks. That was awesome. Let's get that music back up. Let's get rid of that music, shall we? Love it. Love it. All right. Let's have a quick look at the other squads here. We've got to get that back up. So, have a look at quick look at the other squads here on the Axis side. What a fucking ripper. What a ripper. Love it. All right, Tank Commander, 1700 experience. Thank you very much. I played well, I thought. A couple of good squads there. Poor numbers, of course, was the commander, as we said. We know the recon squads. Have a look at some of these other squads here. There's some of the numbers here. 6,800 points from Mr. Chew's squad in defense. That's huge. Look at Flint's squad, 5,580. Wow, that's some great shit, isn't it? All right. Ladies and gents, I'm going to wrap up the stream right there and say well done to both teams for a great night of entertainment there. In about 20 minutes' time, I'm going to start filming for the whatever the hell it's called. What am I doing? HCA. And then later on after that, I'm going to actually do the work. So I'm just doing some dodgy screen shifting here. And then I'm going to do the live cast of that. So I've got nobody here that I want to really raid at the moment. So I'm going to call it there. You have been a wonderful audience. I thank you for your attendance. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the suit. And I'm going to go and eat some of this food that's been sitting here all night. It's stone cold now, but whatever. This is what it's all about. Hope to catch you in the HCA tonight. If not, I will catch you at my next stream. This stream will be uploaded to YouTube in the next 24 hours as well, so you'll get a chance to rewatch it there. Otherwise, it's on my Twitch, of course. And yeah, look, it's been a blast, folks. Thanks very much, and a good night for now.